Good evening everyone and welcome to Longdon Place for a crucial super round encounter in the cup segment. It's CRNFC taking on Kandy Sports Club. Two teams with a long-standing rivalry, and we had a very close game up in Kandy a few weeks ago, and in that game CRNFC managed to win that encounter against Kandy away from home, and now Kandy, they'll want to do the same here. And joining with me in the comm box is Abdullah Yusuf, and Shanak Amrasinghe will also join with you from here onwards.
Thanks, Lassie, and good evening to all our viewers. Yes, wonderful conditions here at Longdon Place as we build up to what's going to be an absolutely brilliant game between the top two sides of this league tournament thus far. And the unique format this year brings a new dimension to this game, as the winner is not just will make it to the final as far as CRNFC is concerned, but will also gain the opportunity of hosting the all-important grand final that will be contested next week for the first time in the history of Sri Lankan rugby. Good afternoon, Shanaka.
Good afternoon, Abdullah. It is one of those games that we have never seen before, because this is the first time a grand final is going to be played in the Maliban Rugby League 2025-26, and what an opportunity it is for both these teams to pick up the first grand final cup as well for them. That will be the league title. It will be the equivalent of the league title, and it's a match not just for bragging rights, Abdullah, but also for venue rights. That's the most important thing for both these teams. Looking at the conditions, as Abdullah said, they're fantastic today. Just a little bit cooler than usual. 28 degrees, not much wind to talk about. It's a little bit overcast, so we might see some rain, but hopefully it will stay away. But the lights will come on at this CRNFC ground, and it will be a fantastic atmosphere. The ground is almost full up already.
Absolutely, and you just sense the tension building up here, isn't it, Shanaka? A lot riding on this game, particularly for the home team, isn't it? They need to win this game to guarantee themselves in that grand final. Kandy, of course, have made it to that final. They have booked that spot. As far as they are concerned, it's a matter of getting the win to ensure that they have got the ability to host that all-important final up in Nitavala, which will be a huge advantage for whichever team does that.
Few permutations out there, Abdullah. Let's talk our viewers through what those permutations are. Some last-minute scrummaging practice under the watchful eyes of head coach Dushant Leuke, and of course last year's captain, league-winning captain Suhiri Anthony from a couple of years ago, and he's the assistant forwards coach as well. So you can see the forward pack of the CR team just getting through some nice scrummaging technique just before the game. But we're talking about what it means at the end of this game. And if Kandy win, they guarantee that they go through to the cup final, which they already have, and they will play up in Nitavala. That is what all the Kandy fans watching us live on the Papare.com, watching this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League, will be hoping and praying for. If CR win, on the other hand, that means that they will get to host that cup final in Longdon Place, which is where we are now. If CR lose though, and if Kandy are able to hold CR without a bonus point, then perhaps CHNFC come into the reckoning tomorrow when they play Havelock. So lots of things can happen today. This result will affect not just one, not just two, but three clubs. Results from last week. We had Navy taking on Police, and that game Police were leading until the last few moments, and a brilliant little cameo from Isuru Konghawatte in the second half, taking Navy to a win by 30 points to 29. Sri Lanka Army has flattered to deceive Air Force, very clear at the top of the Plate Championship, 25-12 victory at Panagoda. Havelocks took on Kandy in a match, Abdullah, that we all expected would go down to the wire, but unfortunately for the neutrals, Kandy just completely decimating. Despite getting a red card, they completely put that Havelocks team to bed, and CRNFC versus CHNFC also didn't really light up the way we expected that game to be entertaining, but still CRNFC with a convincing result.
Yes, that was a huge result for CRNFC, considering the fact that they had dropped the game against the Havelock Sports Club last week. They got the win and the bonus point as well, so they got a little bit of confidence. They've got some of their key big ball carriers back into the game. So in that context, I think it's absolutely huge. So this is the cup segment, the points table as it stands now. As Shanak was very clearly explaining the permutations as far as making it into that grand final. Kandy Sports Club with 51 points, they have guaranteed the final. They are playing today's game to ensure that they got the hosting rights. CRNFC, very simple for them. They win today, they will guarantee the their entry into that grand final, as well as the hosting rights here at London Place next week. CHNFC, they'll definitely need to get a bonus point win against Havelock Sports Club and hope that CRNFC lose today without getting a bonus point.
Yes, we'll talk you through the points at the moment. Kandy Sports Club 51 points. The maximum they can get today is 5 points for the win and 5 points, another extra point for the 4-try bonus. So the maximum they can get up to, Abdullah, is 57 points. 6 points that they can get today. So that's 57. If Kandy win, they go to Nithavala, they defend their title in Nithavala. Absolutely no problem for them if they win. If they win without a bonus point, still the same, they will still go up to Nithavala. If CRNFC win today, they need to win and they will get 53 points, which is 5 points for the win. If they win with a bonus point, they will go to 54 points, which is important for them because Kandy, even if they lose, can get 2 bonus points, 1 for the 4-try bonus and 1 for finishing within 7 points. So technically, CR could end up on a maximum of 54. They could end up with 53. Kandy could also end up with 53 points. So that's going to be a really interesting tussle there as well. But it will come down to the head-to-head if that is the consideration. CHNFC, on the other hand, if CR don't get off this 48-point mark, if they don't score 4 tries, and if they don't finish within 7 points of Kandy today, then CHNFC have a chance of getting 5 points for a win over Havelocks tomorrow. And with a 4-try bonus, they could go up to 49 points as well. So that's going to be a really interesting permutation. CHNFC and their coaching staff will be watching this match with bated breath on the edge of their seats, as I'm sure all 3 club supporters will be doing in this rugby league. So many permutations, so many mathematical possibilities that could happen at the end of this game, setting us up nicely for tomorrow. So we'll watch and wait and see exactly what happens. That's what we're here for. We're on the Papare. We'll be live with the game in just a few moments.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
තවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Rugby,
live rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamari.
Perfectly. Swisstech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
It's the end again.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby,
live rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamari.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක්
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love Rugby
Live Rugby
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love Rugby
Live Rugby
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්වාද ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Vantage. Elevate your base. Smooth seams for enhanced comfort. An ultra comfortable waist.
Very good evening and welcome back to live pictures from Longdon Place as CRNFC play host to Kandy Sports Club, the defending champions of this Maliban Rugby League 2025, and they will be looking to go one better and make it 2026 as well if all the travelling fans have their way. When we look back at the first match between these two sides, Abdullah Yusuf, it was a fairly comfortable win in the end for CRNFC up in Nithavala. That's not something we're used to seeing. Kandy did come back into that game, but somehow CR had polished themselves up and got into that game and led for most of that game as well. This man will be hoping that the gentleman is right on his left, rather on the right of our screen. Omalka Gunaratna will bring some big ball carrying to play today as well. They've made some interesting choices in the team lineups, which we'll talk about a little later as well. But was it a little bit of a surprise, Abdullah, how they managed to win that game up in Nithavala?
Well, the manner of the victory was what was a bit surprising. But what CR did really well in that game, Shaunak, if memory serves me right, is they got off to a really good start. And what they did was they silenced that Kandy crowd. And once they got into a lead, it was very hard for Kandy because then they were playing catch up. And Kandy is not quite used to doing that. They're always the team that always gets off the blocks really quickly. And if CRNFC want to emulate that performance, they will need to try and get a good start in this game as well.
Certainly will. CRNFC find themselves second on the table because they've lost 2 games. You can see 8 wins and 2 losses, and I think they will be very unhappy with that first loss against CHNFC in the first round, but they managed to smash all opposition, 19 points to nil. Sri Lanka Army, that was only because the game was called off in the first half or at half time due to heavy rains in the early part of the season. That was that loss. CHNFC 31 points to 34. They went down at this very ground. So that was something that really kicked them in the backside at the third week of the season. Then they came up with some good performances against Navy, Police, and even Havelocks. They managed to win that one fairly comfortably away from home. It was at home. And then Kandy, they went up there, and that all-important clash, winning by 5 points. In Kandy CR clashes, 5 points is an eternity. It's clear daylight, and they managed to beat Air Force quite comfortably as well. In the Super Round, they lost to Havelocks. That was a real setback for them, but managed to win by beating CHNFC by 10 points. And this is the final round of that Super Round. They are beating the number 1 seeds, the defending champions, the perennial rivals that CRNFC have had for the last 20-30 years, Abdullah. Since we are watching rugby, it has always been about CR Kandy, and that's why we are here with the Papare today. Here are the stats so far. Chemo Muthunayaka and Omalka Gunaratna with 6 tries each, and it's nice to see a forward and a back combining for 12 tries. Tenuka Naneakara has scored 66 points for CRNFC, and they're making an average of 73 tackles in a game, conceding almost 12.5 penalties a game, Abdullah. That's something that will really need to come down, and this is something that a lot of the clubs will have to work on, and an average of 6 handling errors per game, which is also something they will be hoping that under the lights today they don't repeat.
Yes, I think accuracy, both in terms of attack and defense, is going to be crucial for CRNFC, because if they just allow Kandy to get beyond that first line of defense, that's when they're really dangerous. Quick ruck ball, they've got some wonderful 3/4. The halves combination of Srinath Surya Bandar and Sean Jensen has been absolutely brilliant for them. So as far as the CRNFC is concerned, they need to ensure that they win that gain line battle.
Lights are coming on as we look at Kandy's season so far. They've played 10, won 7, drawn 2, and lost just the 1 game up in Nithawala. They will be wanting some revenge for that today. They started off really well, smashing both Navy and Police, and then that controversial 24-all draw up in Nithawala, and then they put on a real show at CRNFC against the Sri Lions. Nearly 100 points, 91 they scored, conceding only 3. Air Force was a little closer than they would have liked, and then that reversal against Sia in their home grounds. Havelocks they managed to beat comfortably, and then Army also they managed to put more than 50 points on them. Then another draw against CHNFC, so they'd drawn twice against the same opposition. Havelocks they managed to really put to bed, and of course this all-important game today versus the second place team in the league. 1 plays 2 in the final weekend of the Super Round of the Maliban Rugby League 25-26, all in the preparation for this all-important grand final. Here are the stats for Kandy. Dinala Ekanayaka way out in front of other comers. 11 tries he has scored, and he has been a real revelation for them this season, hasn't he? And the average number of tackles that Kandy are making, 93 points, which is about 20 tackles more than CRNFC have made in a game, judging by the stats that we saw earlier. And they're conceding less penalties, though, almost 1 penalty less than CR per game. But their number of handling errors also, from CR6, it's almost 8.5. So that's something that Kandy will have to cut down. And Ekanayaka, with his 11 tries, is the top point scorer, which is surprising because you haven't seen a kicker becoming the top scorer in that Kandy team, and that's something they've fixed in the last few weeks with Hirusha Sampath coming into the lineup, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right, Shank. I think that's a crucial statistic, is that highest point scorer stat there. They've always, at the start of the season, they've struggled to find a reliable place kicker, and I think with Hirusha coming into that fullback position, they managed to just probably find a solution to that problem, because as we know, in these crucial games, place kicking could be absolutely vital.
Yes, and he will be a really important part of that side today. Laksisi tells me, our stats guru, he says that Hirusha Sampath has 53 points, so just 2 points short of those 11 tries scored by Dinala Ekanayaka, and what a crucial few points those have been, especially against Havelocks as well. He gave that forward pack a lot of confidence by slotting over those 3-pointers and adding the extras to the tries as well. That's the new pavilion at CRNFC behind the goalpost. It's almost full at the moment, and we will have the ground filling up at the old pavilion as well. It's an outstanding atmosphere for rugby. It's CRNFC haven't been charging a gate for a long time, so plenty of people able to come into the grounds and watch this wonderful Maliban Rugby League entertainment for no cost as well, and for those of you who are sitting at home as well, we are bringing these live pictures to you courtesy of the Papare, and it is going to be an absolute humdinger of a game, that's for sure. We'll talk about the refereeing also in a little while, because we have had referees from abroad for the super round of these matches. Abdullah, the success and or failure of that experiment, I think we'll have to discuss at the end of the season, but it has been somewhat the credibility has been restored to the on-field decision making, hasn't it?
Yes, it most certainly has, and I think in any part of the game there are always going to be subjective calls. Depends on which side of the divide you are on, isn't it? But overall, I think this experiment of bringing foreign referees has definitely helped. As you very correctly said, the credibility factor has been restored to a greater extent. But Shanika, being here at London Place, the lights are just about taking effect here. The crowd is trickling in. We're almost in capacity here. The whole pavilion is almost filled up. The upper grandstand is filling up as well. So I think the atmosphere is going to be brilliant here today. Let's hope that the game lives up to that as well.
Remember back in the early 90s, Abdullah, when I was just a teenager, having to come here at 2:30 to get a seat at the pavilion, and it's becoming like that again. Here's a Kandy Sports Club team card. We have Malitha Vijayasundara at prop. He's been outstanding for Kandy this season. Kenula Etiarachi continues to start at hooker with Dilshan Farid's injury. Milan Veerasinghe comes back into the front row. Thirina Bandara has been a superb servant along with Salesi Havea, who moves into the second row to make sure that they can keep Dahan Vikramarachi at number 8. Tharidu Chaturanga has been a tackling machine this season, as he has been all seasons, and Vavala Pandita has been given his starting spot again. Heshan Jansen and Srinath Surya Bandara, that's the brains trust of this Kandy team. They're the engine room, the driving force of this Kandy team. Akash Madhusanka in at first inside, and a big positional shift in the absence of Dilushka Dange. Kavindu Pereira moves from the wing into the number 13 position. How he will go, we will wait and see today. Hirusha Sampath comes in at fullback. Dinala Ekanayaka, their top try scorer, and Gayan Pereira gets a rare start on the right wing, the former Vidyartha captain. Lakshan, Mohammed, Praveen, Soiza, Udangamua, Premnath, Tennakun and Zumri, and a surprising 6-2 split for that Kandy team.
Yeah, that's right. Just coming back to that number 13 position, I think it's going to be crucial, because as far as CRNFC is concerned, their form player this season has been Tenuka Nanyakara. So Kavindu Pereira, an experienced campaign in his own right, will have his hands full to ensure that he has that 13 channel well locked up. As far as CRNFC is concerned, the front row, Senra Pereira, Venra Kodagoda and Charit Silva, they've been there throughout this season, and the field look to be quite solid in that aspect. Sofia Bulinova will start off in the second row and will pair off with Ajita Radishan. The third row, Umalka Gunaratna, Skipalas Indukarna Tilaka and Abdul Ahmad, who has been a real revelation for CRNFC this season. Harsha Madhuranga will pair off with Zubair Dure, and that halves combination has really worked well for the London Place team this season. Manilka Rubero and of course Tenuka Nanayakar will be the centres, and the back three, Chamod Mutunayaka, Kushan Tarindu and Pasindu Bandara make up the 15. As far as the replacements are concerned, it's Jaya Ratnayaka, Marasinghe coming off the bench along with Wakani Sau, Anuja, Amanet, Seniviratna and Pereira. So just looking at both teams, Shanak, especially CRNFC, I think they're putting a lot into their bench, isn't it? And they're expecting that this game is going to be decided in that final 20 to 25 minutes.
Yes, and I think looking at the way Kandy have played their rugby over the course of this season, Abdullah, you found that they've been quite strong in the first half, and they might try to fade away towards the last quarter of games, which is why I think that the coaching staff of CRNFC have witnessed that pattern, and they've brought on their big players, Waingani Sau and Marasinghe, and looking for them to come on and really make an impact up front later on in the game, whereas Douglas Havea will start for Kandy, and he will square up with in the second row with Saula Bilivanua, who also starts in the second row for CRNFC. So the crowds are ready, the players are ready. I'm sure you've got all your Maliban biscuits and your hydration ready for this game, which is going to be a battle for CRNFC to get into the grand final, and for both these teams also to decide perhaps where the grand final is going to be played.
Yes, Crackers lasting out here at London Place. The atmosphere is electric, and I think there's both sets of supporters realize what's riding on this game. far as Kandy is concerned, I think it'll be important for Kandy Singh. They put their best team out there despite having booked that berth. They do want to host that grand final by the looks of it, get a win here, and they'll be able to do that because playing up in Itawala, huge advantage. They'll have their passionate crowd behind them as well. As far as CRNFC is concerned, a must-win game for them. A win here will automatically seal that hosting rights for the final as well. And it's a big occasion here for Sri Lanka Rugby. And Shanak, it's interesting is that it's been one of the most keenly contested league tournaments for a long time. I think this new format of the grand final, there was a lot of trepidation at the start of the season when it was introduced. It was more of an unknown rather than anything else, but I think at the end of the day it's been proved to be the correct decision. Every single game counts till the very end, and that's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Indeed it is, Abdullah. I don't have to explain to any of the fans how much that Kandy will want that final to be played up in Nithawala, and in the same vein, CRNFC also would be desperate not to have to play that final in Nithawala. So will CHNFC, of course, but I don't think they have the ability to influence that position at the moment. If CHNFC get into the grand final, they will certainly be travelling up to Nithawala to play that. So the odds, if you like them, are in favour of Nithawala as the dignitaries are being introduced to the two teams. Good to have our sponsors represented along with the officials of both clubs. We have referees also coming in from the UAE, James Fairbairn, and from Thailand we have Dechtanai Wangyen. Jivaka Fonseca will be the Sri Lankan representative, the assistant referee number 2, and of course the experienced Dilroy Fernando, Asia Rugby referee, educator and trainer, will be the television match official. Hopefully he's not called on too much today, Abdullah. As we go on the get ready for the clock for James Fairbairn, and we had Miss Hashila Fernando, manager group strategic growth M&A for the Maliban group, in being introduced to the teams earlier on. So as Abdullah has been saying, conditions are fantastic. The breeze is blowing just enough. Srinath Surya Bandar on a ground that he knows extremely well, where he started his career, will kick off for the defending champions. And the dress rehearsal is underway, if that is what it is. And immediately Omalka Gunaratne thundering his way towards the 22-meter line. Madhuranga will make that box kick his weapon of choice early doors. Hirusha Sampath has to put the boot to the ball. Kandy do really well to stay onside, but in fact they don't that time. It was one of the front row forwards that realized that he wasn't.
White 8 offside.
Didn't realize in time.
Where he played the tackle.
It was Pathum Vijay who gave away the early penalty. Hirusha Sampath misjudging that one badly.
Yes, I think there was a bit of confusion between Hirusha Sampath and one of his teammates as to who was going to collect that ball. As you know, you let the rugby ball bounce. You don't quite know what's going to happen. So CRNFC with the penalty. Zubair Dore will try and drive play close to the 25. Give his team first opportunity to launch an attack.
That's a decent kick from Dore. He had a very good game last week against CH, didn't he, Abdullah? Dirina Bandara almost getting a fingertip to that. And Hirusha Sampath, between him and Havea, conspiring. And that ball coming off Hirusha Sampath, which meant that it was Dahan Vikramarachi, in fact, who couldn't play the ball from where he was.
I'm not penalising numbers.
Abdullah Ahmed. Dore. Here's the captain. Captain thumped back by Dahan Vikramarachi. Madhuranga to Manilka Ruberu. Quick hands to Chemod Mutunaik, and that's a big hit by Akash Madhusankar, but it was below the sternum, says James Fairbairn, and he'll play on. Venura Kodagara takes it over halfway. Picked up, and Billy Vanua keeps going.
Penalty advantage.
Didn't seem to be
no arms in the
that
tackle.
And here's Saula Bilivanua. It's available on the short side. Ruberu. Quick hands. Cutting back infield was Tenukanane Akara.
Well done.
Maduranga. To Zubair. Bilivanua. Sits Malita Vijay Sundarani's backside. And that was good from the hand Vikramarachi, but they will come back for the penalty. There were no arms in that tackle.
No arms tackle.
Early chance of points, or will they use the momentum, Abdullah?
Well, it's within Nane Akara's radar. Yes, and looks like they have gone for penalty. Always think it's important to take points when they're on offer. An opportunity for CRNFC to draw first blood. So good first 3 minutes or so for CRNFC. They had most of the possession, and they seem to be willing to move the ball, isn't it? Just try and shift that big candy pack side to side.
They have the luxury, if you can call it that, of Manika Ruberu, who is also very adept at distributing the ball. Two of the best distributors in the Sri Lankan game between Zubair Dore and Manika Ruberu. As Tenukanane Akara lines up the first shot.
Full slide.
And it's pulled to the left. And now they'll have to play. Hirusha Sampath runs this one out, opted not to kick. And he's been given a penalty as well. It's a yellow card for Gayan Pereira in one of the rare starts that he's had. So a little bit of a brain fade from Hirusha Sampath, deciding not to kick that ball for some reason.
Yes, again, he just let the ball bounce, isn't it, Shanak? And as it rolled in front, he found that he collected the ball when he was outside the goal line. And by that time, I think it was Muthanaika who chased really well. And it's interesting that a penalty has been given for side entry. And the reason probably the yellow card has been given is it's been construed as cynical play because it was so close to the try line. Let's have a look at that again.
Ball just spinning away, and here's Hirusha Sampath. Again, that was a really good chase in the end from Chemod Muthanaika. Didn't let go of the ball, and that was a man in front who took out the arriving player and really prevented Sia from playing. Abdul Ahmed with the win.
That's one! Screw them up!
Sia inching towards the try line. Can they get the momentum on? Yes, they can. Just getting the ball over, but doing really well was Chilina Bandara to get under that ball. Outstanding work from the Kandy second rower. James Fairbairn will have a chat. Well, they're going to the TMO.
James, your infield, on-field decision is try, is it? Okay, let me have a look at production director, could we have the production director, can I have the angle from the inboard please? From the clubhouse. Production. Buka ma'am. Just checking.
Here's a look at what happened again. That was short. Players getting their hands under the ball. Lying all over
James, short of line. Couldn't ground the ball clearly in short of ground. Fell short. Sorry, I can't hear anything here. Am I? Can't again.
Not sufficiently. Okay, clear. Try. Red were going forward, it's a red ball. Red going forward, it was short, it was...
Well, that's an interesting call. James Fairbairn has ruled that the ball was unplayable. But did Tilina Bandara need to have rolled away there, Abdullah? That's the question.
Yes, well, very clearly it was not part of the maul. So it was a ruck situation, so you need to roll away, but probably there is a technical explanation which the referee had. Nonetheless, a 5-meter scrum here for CRN FC. Will they try and test the Kandy 8 up front?
Ball's there, use it 9, use it!
Use it is the call. And Chemod Mutunayaka is at first receiver. Taken down by Akash Madhushankar. And yes, that's good defense from Kandy. The hand Vikram Arachi over the ball.
Yes, massive lack of communication. I think, don't quite think the CR three-quarters were expecting that was the Chanaka. They were expecting the forwards to do their bit, but brilliant work by the Kandy 8. They held it long, forcing CRN FC to run it, and Mutunaika came into that first receiver position, which was a bit surprising because one wouldn't consider him to be a ball carrier as such from that point of view, and Kandy rather did brilliantly well to get over that ruck and win the penalty.
Kandy will be very happy with that result under enormous pressure. Mutunaika thought about
no contest, play on.
It was a good tackle by Akash Madhushankar. Somehow they seem to have coughed that ball up again.
On this side.
And it will be a red ball. So CRN FC with another opportunity in the scrum. But you can see James Fairbairn wanting the ball to move quickly from the number 8's feet, which is something that they perhaps weren't expecting. It's a good attacking scrum for CR. Plenty of room on the short side as well, especially with a man down. Can they exploit that? Harsha Madhuranga thinks about, and they go to the open side. Nice ball to Bandara. Kushan Tarindurada. Madhuranga again. Omaka Gunaratna. Harsha Madhuranga again. Ajit Radishan in the center of the field. Good tackle from Kenula Hettiarachi. Billy Vanua. Beautifully brought down by Taridu Chaturanga, and now it's available for Douglas Harvey. Said knock-on advantage was over.
I'm off.
Saula Bulinova, big figure, but he does have a reputation of being a bit butterfingered in contact, isn't it, Shanak? And that was another occasion where he lost the ball in contact.
Got enough phases there.
You can watch it here. Billy Vanua really needs to protect the ball better. He goes dropping that. And that's the advantage that the referee played. And Douglas Javier, referee deemed advantage over. And that was Tirina Bandara, who wasn't expecting CR's line speed as well. And I thought Sia missed a trick, Abdullah, because you've got one man down in the backs for Kandy. They really need to attack off this first phase on the short side, I feel. And this is something that Zubair Dore will be expected to spot. Harsha Madhuranga has a quick look over to his short side, and that's exactly where they've gone. Dore has finally spotted it. Muthunaika cutting back infield. Good tackle by Johnson. Here's Gunaratna running onto the ball, but Taridu Chaturanga with that exemplary tackle technique. Smashing through was Charit Silva for Sia, but no way through that white wall of defense. Achit Radishan stays strong on his feet. Madhuranga to Lashindu Ishan. Manilka Ruberu delays the pass. Cutting back. Oh, and that's left behind by Kushan Taridu. Really good defense by Kandy. They drifted, and with a man down, Abdullah, that's outstanding work.
Absolutely brilliant. I think the way they aligned themselves, the communication in defense was brilliant, because CRNFC did seem to have the numbers, but I think just some wonderful communication between Kavindu, or rather that was Dinal Ekanayaka rather, who just held his ground and communicated brilliantly to force that knock on by the CRNFC fullback. So another opportunity here for Kandy to clear their lines.
Dinal Ekanayaka with an outstanding bit of defense there. Didn't get sucked in. And the offload from Zubair Dore just not finding the hands of his fullback. Eshan Jansen to Akash Madhushanka. Beautiful step once again. He'll be remembering the try that he set up for Dinal Ekanayaka last week against Havelocks. Beautiful little inside step. And here's Pashindu Bandara with an opportunity to stretch his legs for the first time in this game. Running all the way laterally, smashed back by Ekanayaka. Ran a long way, but not a long way forward. Radishan will set it up in the center of the field. Quick ball from Madhuranga. Ruberu looks for the 50-22. Is it going to sit up nicely? Yes, it does, but the ball was taken back, so Kandy will have the throw-in.
A wonderful bit of vision by Ruberu. That gap, or rather the space at the back, was created by that one-man advantage that CRNFC had. Brilliant vision by Ruberu. I'm sure CRNFC would have preferred it that ball had just hung in, wasn't it, Shanaka? Because there was no one there to cover it, but fortunately for Kandy, it dribbled into touch.
The ball was taken back, even though it was kicked from behind the 50-meter mark. Tirina Bandara with a nice take at the front. And now they will look for Douglas Havea. And that's a penalty coming Kandy's way. Looks like they might want to go to the TMO again.
As you arrived, I want to see if there was head contact, please.
Okay, so what you want to know is, was there a head contact by?
Red, so the second arriving tackler there. I just want to check the contact, see whether it's on the head.
Okay, let me check. In goal, head contact.
Referee Fairborn looking at an incident here. Here's Havea. Oh, that looks like it might be not enough of a wrap on Douglas Havea. Not sure who that player was who came in from the lateral side. That looks like it might be Rajishan. Might be in a little bit of trouble. He's going with one arm but not the other. And both angles.
For me, James, the red player, defending players had contact with the shoulder of the ball carrier. So there is nothing serious for me in it.
And have we got foul play, yes or no?
No foul play there.
You didn't hear that, say again?
There is no foul play. It's at low danger.
No foul play because there's no head contact involved.
Yeah. Head contact with the, not with the ball carrier. The ball carrier's head contacted with the defending player's shoulder.
Very low, so in that case, while we're in possession, I'm going to restart with a scrum. Do you agree?
Repeat it again, please. Can you repeat it again? There's disturbance. I can't hear properly. Repeat it again.
Well, there's a real problem here because the pavilion where
James, repeat it, please.
has been taken over by some
James,
supporters.
for me, there is no foul play.
No foul play. I'm going to restart with a scrum to white, okay?
Correct, yes, thank you.
Leroy Fernando saying no foul play very clearly. Very clear communication, but in very, very difficult circumstances. We in the commentary box also under severe duress here. Barely hear ourselves. And it will be a restart with Kandy ball. Play it away, says the referee, and Hirusha Sampath under enormous pressure will thump this one downfield. Beautifully taken by Dore running back. And he gives it to Pasindu Bandara, who drops it. It's the second time CRNFC have dropped it with the line beckoning. And 2 errors already. They made 6 a game is what we saw from the statistics. And they've already made two really crucial ones.
Yes, Pasindu Bandara. I thought Dore did brilliantly well to track back to collect that. Drew the defense. Bandara had a clear line to the try line, but unfortunately knocked the ball on. So another reprieve for Kandy.
Kandy have been under the caution this first 15 minutes of the game. Most of the rugby has been played in their half. But from their point of view, they'll be really happy that they haven't conceded anything on the scoreboard already. Surya Bandara with a relieving kick. Taken by Bandara. This time he holds on to it. Kushan Tarindu will thump this one. Surya Bandara in dangerous space. Looks for the 50-22. And Murshid Zubair has covered it. Bit of kick tennis being played by both teams, and that time Zubair puts it out into touch.
So a net gain for as far as Kandy is concerned, and they make their way into the CR half, probably for the first time in this game. So it's going to be Kandy's throw-in. They've opted for a full line out.
Their first real attacking opportunity in the half, and that's beautifully taken at the back by Babala Pandita. Akash Madhushankar, who has been a real handful at centre. Tilinda Bandara once again at first receiver, which is something that perhaps Kandy need to think a little bit about. Flat ball to Hirusha Sampath. And that ball has fallen kindly for Manilka Ruberu. Venera Kodaguda, but referee will come back for something we haven't picked up.
Quite a few stoppages within this first 15 minutes, hasn't it been, Shanaka? But you can just feel the physicality of this game. Both teams just throwing everything into the collision.
A lot of physicality, a lot of intensity. Srinath Surya Bandara has been in the wars, his 16th year of club rugby. What a real star for Sri Lanka rugby he's been over the years, especially in the sevens format. A feared name on the Asian Sevens circuit.
Yes, his rugby IQ is at another level, isn't it, Shanaka? That just gives him the ability to play anywhere on the field, isn't it, especially in the backs. Started off the season at fullback, then realized that they need cool, calm head at that important fly half position. And whichever position he's been put in, he's just adapted himself brilliantly.
It's 9, 10, 15, or even occasionally on the wing. Rarely puts a foot wrong. Hirusha Sampath does better this time around, but the chase is good from Pasindu Bandara. And it's a high tackle by the looks of things. Looks like referee will have a bit of a conference with Jivaka Fonseca. That looked like that contact from Pasindu Bandara might have been something a little too high. Yes, looks like there was shoulder to head contact.
Yes, and good work by Jivaka Fernando as well, isn't it, Shani? Was right on the spot, just told that it's just a penalty. Saved the trouble of having to go to the TMO. So good call by Jivaka as Kandy once again get into the CR half.
Gayan Pereira is back on the field, so Kandy will be very relieved that they went through that entire yellow card period without conceding a single point. And if you have to look at passages in when the game was won and lost, we'll look back at that initial passage of play and see that Kandy have done really well. Jansen with some quick ball now for Madhusankar. The hand Vikramarachi in the centre field. Jansen comes back. Tarindu Chaturanga. Here's Suri. Hirusha Sampath forced inside by a good rush by Dore. Here's Tarindu Chaturanga once again in centre field.
Roy, can you check that in the background? These actions of 20.
Surya Bandara, and it's not a good distribution from Kavindu Pereira, and the ball is alive, spinning all about the place, and Omalka Gururatna rumbling his way forward. Dore, here it is from Kushan Tarindu, and that's a lovely ball from Abdul Ahmed to Pasindu Bandara, and he's smashed in the tackle by Pathum Vijay Singh. But it's high, says referee. A little unfortunate. Pathum Vijay Singh will argue his case because Pasindu is very much a smaller player than him.
Be careful with your tackle height, okay? Be careful with your tackle height.
So you can see the referee advising one of the Kandy players about the tackle height. But you can just see the intensity of this game, isn't it, Shanaga? Both teams just throwing everything into it. Wonderful bit of hands by Abdul Ahmed, getting the ball out to Pasindu Bandara. Cutting in. I think it was Dahan Vikramarachi who just probably went off his feet at that breakdown.
That was a difficult one because the tackle on Pasindu Bandara seemed to push him into Akash Madhusankar as well. That may have been where the collision happened. Marita Vijay Sundara, who's been really good for Kandy in the last few years, coming in to replace the likes of Kishore Jahan. Attacking line out for Sia, Abdul Ahmed. Nicely taken by him, and Lashindu Ishan picks this one up, and Akash Madhusankar does well to bring down the big Billy Vanua. Here's Murshid Zubair. Kushan Tarindu gets dragged down just short of the line. And it's brilliant once again from Kandy, who've taken it quickly. Srinath Surya Bandara makes 20 meters. And Heshan Jansen now realizes that no one is at home. And Kandy have bought themselves 50 meters with the quick thinking of Srinath Surya Bandara.
Yes, but once again, just absolutely brilliant defensive work by Kandy. CRNFC will rule the missed opportunities so far in this first 15 minutes of the game. Because I dare say they've had about 80% of territory as well as about 90% of possession. But this Kandy defense, Shanak, has been brilliant in this first quarter of the game.
Quickly taken there on his own goal line. That's the kind of risk he knows when to take. Oh, Abdul Ahmed straight from the line out to the fly half. Haven't seen that happen in a while. Tenuka Naneyakkara now spinning through the hands. Here's Pasindu Bandara again. Superb defense by Dinal Ekanayaka and Agash Madhushankar in tandem. And Zubair Dore coming off the back and looking to Senora Pereira. Looking for a willing runner, but he had nobody outside him. Charit Silva now sets it up and it's available once again. Manilka Ruberu thinks about the kick, but it's a floated pass to Pasindu Bandara, who gets a little bit of a fend in. Now he gets free. Surya Bandara. And the old legs versus the younger legs. Surya Bandara against Bandara, and it's the latter that wins. And finally the dam has broken. Kandy have held the defensive line. But finally, Pasindu Bandara, who had a few opportunities before him, finally takes one.
Well, what a brilliant finish, Shanaga. Pasindu Bandara getting the first commercial bank try of this game. Wonderful bit of footwork, had a lot of work to do. And when he got right behind that first line of defense, Surya Bandara with everything had everything to do. I don't think you can quite blame him, because the space was just far too much for him to cover, and the quality of Bandara, there's going to be only one winner in that contest.
Tenuka Naneyakkara to add the extras to that first commercial bank try. It's taken a long time to come. And that time Tenuka Naneyakkara curls it back but starts it outside leg stump. And CRNFC finally have 7 points to call their own.
Because I don't think you can overestimate how important this score is for CRNFC, because the amount of time they spent in the Kandy half, and that's not something which you see very often, is Dinal Mekanayaka slipping a tackle. But the quality of the finish was absolutely brilliant. And I don't think you can be quite surprised as well, Shanaka, just going back to that last year's Asian Five Nations, how brilliant Pasindu Bandara was for Sri Lanka. And he's had a lot of injury problems this season, but just shows the value of having him in the team.
Yes, he's a brilliant finisher, but there's other aspects of his game, of course, that hopefully will develop in a Sri Lanka context. As the restart is dealt with aggressively by Omalka Gunaratne, but the ball is loose, and Murshid Zubair now has an opportunity. He will thump this one downfield and hope that it stays in play. Ooh, and once again they will go all the way 80 meters down the field. And if you remember what happened against Havelocks Abdullah, Sia were leading quite comfortably when Manilka Ruberu put in a kick from his 22. It went over the goal line and they came back all the way 80 meters. Havelock scored, and that's when they started winning the game. Superb work from Tilina Bandara to set the cat among the pigeons, and the unfortunate bounce of the ball gives Kandy now an opportunity. Can they get on even keel on the scoreboard? Well, that was a little bit of a conversation there. Thought for a moment that Kandy might have chosen the goal line dropout, but they've got an option to come all the way back. The referee acknowledging that.
It's nice to see some of those front rows seeing the funny side of it as well. So an opportunity here for Kandy. Center scrum just about 10 meters away from the 25. Great attacking opportunity.
Ishan Jansen has a look over his shoulder. Then Victor Marachi controls at the back, but he's got to use it. Jansen coming back. Lovely switch to Kavindu Pereira. Srinath Surya Bandara trying to make up for that tackle miss. It will hurt him, even though we don't blame him. Sia scrambling in defense in the end, but still available for Javier. Javier still going. Dragging him down was Lasindu Vishan. Malita Vijay Sundara. Jansen with some quick ball. Here's Akash Madhushankar. Gayan Pereira held up in the tackle, driven back. Still fighting. Heshan Jansen now. That time it's Vijay Sundara, my mistake. And it's been poached by Sia, who managed to thump this one into touch. And again the defense holding out. So both teams defending much better than they're attacking at the moment.
Yes, it just shows what it means to both these teams, isn't it? Everyone putting their body on the line, literally. And from those attacking phases, Shanaga, it looks like CRNFC were in sixes and sevens defensively, but they just managed to regroup. So good work there by, I think it was Venura Kodagoda. Got his hands in there, and Villanova almost undid all the good work defensively, but Zubair Dore there to clean things up.
Kenle Hetiarachi with an important throw in. The way this game is poised at the moment. Lots of movement, but Tilina Bandara will be the man that takes it. Kandy unable to set up that driving maul that time. And not coming around is the call from James Fairbairn. And Sia very lucky to win a penalty there. Looks like Bonak Udangamu is already on the pitch. Yes, he is in the number 19 jersey. Tell you who it's for in a moment. Let's see if we can replay what that penalty was for. Oh, and what a kick from Murshid Zubair with very little angle to work with. Outstanding work from the fly half. Looks like he might have been calling the double banking. Abdullah, Douglas Javier was in front of Tilina Bandara when that initial contact was made. So James Fairbairn very alert to that. Can't have the lifter in front of the jumper. Tidy line out from Abdul Ahmed once again. Lasindu Ishan brought down by his opposite number. And what a good chop tackle that was, creating the opportunity for the next man to come in and poach the ball. Tarindu Chaturanga take a bow.
Brilliant teamwork by Kandy. One with the chop tackle and the other play immediately over the ball. It's been a defensive masterclass by both teams thus far in this game, isn't it, Shanaga? Just the alignment, the coordination, the desperation. Because there have been more than a couple of occasions, especially Kandy, when they have been under the pump. The way they have realigned and reorganized themselves has been brilliant.
Here it is here. Lovely chop tackle and straight over the ball. Billy Vanua needed to get into that space much faster.
Also what Chaturanga did really well was he rolled away to clear the path for Udangama to poach the ball.
Any youngsters watching, that is how to combine as a back row unit. Kandy now to, this time they go to Avala Pandita. Ajit Radishan really putting in a shift in the tight spaces there.
Use it! Stay on. Use it!
Referee Fairbairn wanting the ball to be used quickly. Javier spinning out of tackles as he's been doing all game. Jansen now with a big thump up, and Akash Madhushankar with a big chase, but he does really well to pull out of a challenge which might have led to a high. Kavindu Pereira gets over the ball and he wins the penalty. What a brilliant chase. And this is what we've been talking about. Pasidhu Bandara, his finishing is superb, but his decision making in defense sometimes leaves a little to be desired, and Kavindu Pereira does brilliantly again.
Yes, and again, Shanaga, I don't think Chamod Muthunaika was expecting that pass. He did all the good work in there, collected it brilliantly, but just didn't need to throw that pass. But take nothing away from the brilliant work of Kavindu Pereira. Stayed on his feet. Remember, he's playing in his center position. We have a look at that once again. Really good work by
Akash it was.
Yes, Akash to not go for the tackle. Now this is the pass where it was actually necessary. And Dinal Ekanayaka made that tackle, got away, enabling once again Kavindu Pereira to play the ball. So now our real opportunity here for Kandy, just about 5 meters away from the Sia goal line.
This is where the pressure comes to play. It's been half an hour of an absolute arm wrestle. Few referrals to the TMO as well. And it has been
no contest.
Contest battle. No contest, so doesn't matter if it's onto the outside shoulder. Kerula Hettiarachchi takes it at the back. Driving towards the line. Can he go through the middle? No, he can't. Chamod Muthunaika. Harsha Madhuranga, in fact, getting over that ball. And now, I believe it, Javier will reach over. Douglas Javier, using all that Tongan bulk, gets over for an important try to get Kandy within 2 just before the half.
Crucial score, and it couldn't have come at a more important time for Kandy. And Selesi Javier, from that kind of distance, it was going to be pretty much impossible to stop him. And as a result, Kandy get their first commercial bank try of this game. And you'd have to say, Shanaga, they'll be pretty pleased, because from this first 30 minutes, they were under the pump for no less than about 25 minutes. But they eventually got close, and Javier putting the finishing touches from that first attempted driving ball, which converted into the ruck, and going over for Kandy.
Heshan Danson did really well there as well, running a bit of a pick and roll there for Douglas Javier. If you can see that one again. And Hirusha Sampath, oh, it's just gone across the posts. You can see that grounding again. Heshan Jansen just being super clever in how he positioned himself. And Javier needed no second invitation to take that gap. Terukananayakkara now will restart, and it's a try scorer. Juggles it, but it's beautifully taken on the second grab by the third slip fielder there. Ekanayaka doing well to save the blushes of his foreign pro. Long caterpillar ruck for Heshan Jansen to make sure of his clearance, and that's exactly what he does. Let's have a look at the last try. Abdullah, we've played a bit of basketball. Watch Heshan Jansen there. Does really well to back into the low post to allow his center through.
Yes, you could see his opposite number, Madhuranga, picked it up, but referee said nothing wrong with it, so score will stand.
Dore now with an opportunity to attack. Tarindu Chaturanga, my goodness, what a workload he puts through. Kandy make 93 tackles per game is what we saw in the statistics. I'm sure about 50% of those tackles may be Tarindu Chaturanga's. Oh, what a brilliant, just as I say that, he comes up with another storming hit on Achit Radishan, flying up like an F-16. Taken quickly and left behind that time by Srinath Surya Bandaru, who got a little bit unsighted by his own player, and now Sia have another opportunity. Manilka Ruberu, for the first time this season, I think, takes a decision that he would like to have again.
Yes, they did have numbers, but probably I think he wanted a bit more of a wide angle. Is that just the execution letting him down?
Dina Lekanayaka just getting in the way of his fly half there, and good timing on the hit by Lasindra Vishan. Think they really want to play the territory, don't they, Abdullah? Want to wear down this Kandy pack and unleash the likes of Marasingh and Wainganisau in the second half.
Yes, and Srinath Surya Bandara seems to be on the ground.
Well, for Kandy as well, Abdullah, I'm looking at the players on the pitch, and Vavala Pandita is, looks like he might be, he's on. Dahan Wickramarach is on, Tarinda Chaturanga is on, but Bhuvaneka Udangamua was on for a while. It might have been a blood bin, in fact, with Dahan Wickramarach coming back with a heavily bandaged head. So they've been in the wars. Suri also down in back play. No foul play there because it was Dina Lekanayaka who unfortunately got in the way of the jumping Suri. Really hope for the sake of this game and for the sake of the tournament that Suri will be able to continue. Massive crowd building up here, has built up here, I should say, at Longdon Place.
Yes, well, rugby under floodlights is just something else, isn't it, Chanaka? It's not something which we experience very often.
Suri's a little groggy, isn't he?
That just doesn't look good, isn't it, Chanaka? Looks like he's making his way off the field.
Well, that will be a real blow for Kandy. Because it means they have a 6-2 bench, Abdullah, which means they have only 2 backs, and they now have to use one in the first half. Shahid Zumri will come on, of course, and he's no slouch, but he certainly doesn't pack 16 years of experience behind him.
Yes, that's just it, isn't it, Chanaka? And in club rugby, in these tough games, just need a really experienced head in that number 10 position. It's something that Kandy enjoyed over the years, not just one, but the 2 Ratwatas in that 10-12 position. Just makes such a big difference. And Hirusha Sampath has just missed touch terribly.
Yes, that's a big slice off. He knows the kind of pressure they're under now. Eshan Jansen. Bit of volleyball skills there. Madhuranga now, and in the absence of Surya Bandara, how will CRNFC react? No advantage from the knock-on, so they will come back for the scrum.
So what a great opportunity for Shahid Zumri as well, isn't it, Chanaka? Real talent that he is. Had a wonderful school career with Isipatana. Will need to really stand up in that number 10 position. There's no doubting his quality, both in terms of his rugby IQ as well as his running, passing ability. It's just that making the correct decisions, isn't it, from this kind of situation.
Just a question of whether he's able to handle the kind of pressure that he now finds himself in. Handled it before for his school, of course, but this is a completely different kettle of fish.
Use it, 9.
Madhuranga to Ruberu, who's at first receiver. Dore delays the pass to Mutunayak, and it's a long floated ball to Pasidu Bandara. They want to try and get him one-on-one with Kavindu Pereira, who wins that particular battle. And Kerula Hettiarachi.
Tackled, now you're tackled.
Comes off second best in that contact, and unfortunately, Omalka Gunaratne, despite winning the contact, has dropped the ball. Douglas Harvey and Omalka Gunaratne having an exchange of pleasantries.
I know, shush.
Like the ball squirting out on the ground there.
So it's interesting to see how Kandy, rather CRNFC, are approaching the game. They're intent on going wide in that first phase, isn't it? And creating rucks out wide in the 5-meter channels. They seem to be intent on just moving that Kandy pack
We would work together. Okay.
right across.
You have a chat with your lads. You have a chat with your lads. Let's keep
Because
the temperatures
from the
down. It
first
will be a
phase
scrum
itself,
to white.
just seem to be going out wide. I think it's a conscious effort tactically which CR is employing.
Yes, it's a strategy they've employed from the start of the game, isn't it, Abdullah? They're going wide very early. They're trying to narrow that Kandy defense, suck Kavindu Pereira in and give opportunities one-on-one to guys like Chemod Muthunayaka and Pasindu Bandaru to try and beat their opposite numbers on the outside. It's an interesting ploy because it will have two effects. It might really tire out the wingers. The other thing is that it will make the third row have to move laterally rather than carrying the ball or making dominant hits. How will Kandy respond to that tactic? Heshan Jansen feeds. It's an untidy scrum, but the referee hasn't blown up too many today. And with his first touch, Shahid Zumri puts in a high up and under. Nobody wants it. The ball bounces and Tilina Bandara eventually takes it. Zubair brings him down. And that time, Heshan Jansen will put in a much more pedigreed up and under. But as I say that, it goes out on the full.
Once again, Shanagar, just the intensity at the breakdown. Both teams just throwing everything into it. Sometimes you wouldn't realize it on screen, but at the ground you can just feel the collisions. Both these teams just throwing everything, putting their bodies on the line. It's really going to be interesting, that final 20 minutes, Shanagar. It could come down to who has the better bench, who has the better replacements to come on and make that impact.
Despite the noise that we've had here in the pavilion, we can still hear the collisions. Abdul Hamid, what a superb take from the youngster. Again, looking to move it quickly. Tenukanane Akkara straightens the line for the first time. Madhuranga now. It's Venura Kodagada who carries it into his opposite number, Hettiarachi. And that's a marauding tackle by Tilina Bandara, well behind the gain line. And I thought Murshid Zubair did well to hold on to the ball, but might have done himself some damage.
It's that time, the Kandy defense reading that play really well. Probably becoming a bit predictable. Knew the wraparound move was coming. And Tilna Bandara as well as Heshan Jansen getting in, and a big hit by Taham Kramarachi.
Well, that didn't look good for Murshid Zubair's left knee, Abdullah. And as much as
You want to have a look at the tackle.
Kandy will struggle with Surya.
I want to check that last tackle. I want to check the contact area.
Okay. Production, direct last tackle. Go to the last tackle, production. Give from the camera angle 1, please. Angle 1. Keep that on. No fault there. No fault here. Continue it. Continue it.
I want to see where the initial contact is. The player on the floor, it's the clean out that I'm interested in.
Okay, let me check again. Play the last frame, please. Last frame. Go back to the last frame. Not the next one. Next one.
The angle will be the better one, but that's exactly the piece of play we want to look at.
So you want to have a look at the last one, last angle. Okay, go back to the last one, please. Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, this one.
Angle of that contact, please.
Yeah. So go back to the angle again from the upstairs. Go on the camera one, please. Angle one. Not this, next one. Next one, please. Yes. James, that's the one you're referring to, right? No, not this.
He's going at the same sequence.
Oh, he's reaching into his pocket. And because Pasindu Bandara was so low, I think there might certainly be mitigation. And Dahan Wickramaratchi has been off the field for a blood bin. Will now find himself in the sin bin as well. It's all happening here, isn't it, in the first 40 minutes?
And what CRNFC will also breathe a sigh of relief is they'll be pleased to see that man in your picture back on his feet. Because the way his knee just buckled, Shanak, he didn't look good at all. But I think it's just great news for CRNFC that he seems okay.
Well, let's see whether he is, because that kick was very uncharacteristic. Kushan Tarindu steps towards the touchline. Still going Kushan Tarindu. Back in field, and he gives it to Gayan Pereira. Well back into the pocket. And Zumri gives it to Kushan Tarindu once again. That time he puts the little kick in, the chip kick, and Heshan Jansen has read it beautifully. Jansen now to Kavindu Pereira. Kavindu Pereira puts his ears back, but Dinal Ekanayaka cuts back in field and bumps off one tackle. Ruberu stays with him. Zumri. Javia, the try scorer. Here's Zumri. Akash Madhushan stepping in field, slicing it open. Tackle in the end by Venuda Kodagoda, saving a certain try. Pathum Vijay Singha trundles forward. Madhushan. Lovely little kick in from Madhushan. And a good football style contest in the end from Harsha Madhuranga, saving the day for CRNFC. Vavala Pandita will look to exert some pressure on Saufa Bilivanua. Murshid Zubair does beautifully, does Murshid Zubair. Just wrong footing the defense and finding the safety of the touchline as the clock ticks over into the red and we come to half time. What a half it's been. This man has been in the wars, got absolutely hammered by Dahan Wickramaratchi early on. And as much as you're wondering about his knee, I wonder about his head as well, Abdullah. But it has been a Kandy SC contest for the ages, and we're only halfway through it, ladies and gentlemen. do not go anywhere. This is for hosting rights of the grand final. We were talking about bonus points early on, Abdullah. This does not look like it's going to be a 4-try game unless something seriously changes at half-time. Doesn't look like either of these teams have 3 more tries left in them. Also, the game could really open up with all these tired bodies, casualties all over the place. So we never know what the second half of this Maliban Rugby League final game has in store for us in the second 40 minutes. We'll find out along with you when we come back.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
Asama Sama Smart Option Samgin 125cc Balen Sialatama Ialen TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
Asama Sama Smart Option Samgin 125cc Balen Sialatama Ialen TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Asama Sama Smart Option Samgin 125cc Balen Sialatama Ialen TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින
අසිරිය.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Finish with smooth legs for a perfect fit.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly. Swisstech aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
Perfectly Swisstech aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swisstech aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා පන්සල එලි කළා
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් පෑයක අසිරිය.
Welcome back to the Ceylonese Rugby and Football Club, the first club that was reserved for Sri Lankan rugby players or Ceylonese rugby players as it was back in the day in 1920, celebrating their centenary very recently as well, and for a long time was the premier rugby ground in Sri Lanka. As we catch our breath from what was an outstanding first half of rugby, Basudu Bandara scoring the first try, an uncharacteristic missed tackle from Dina Lekanayak and a wrong footing of Srinath Surya Bandara. And the young winger, the full-back turned winger, putting the finishing touches on a three-quarter move. And Douglas Javier getting over with a little bit of help from his friends to score the only try that Kandy have scored. So it's one try apiece, but you would think it has been an absolute war of attrition. And if we are catching our breaths in the commentary box, you can just imagine the big gulps of air in the halftime huddles, Abdullah Yusuf.
Yeah, that's right, Shanaga. And just don't let those 2 tries fool you, that those were the only highlights. There were plenty of action in that first half. But most of it came by some brilliant defensive efforts by both teams. And now, which team will be able to prevail after those defensive efforts? That's going to be the key. Because as we go into this final 20 to 25 minutes, the impact of the bench is going to be crucial. And the team which probably has the better bench is the team that's going to come out on top.
James Fairbairn has gone to Dilroy Fernando in the TMO position a few times already. And Douglas Javier drops his second restart. Madhuranga to Omarka Gunaratne, who stayed on. And it looks like NAC Waingani Sao rather is on the field. Achit Radishan inside the 22 are CRNFC in the early minutes of the second half. Senura. Omarka Gunaratne once again met by the indefatigable Tirina Bandara. Lovely inside ball from Manil Ruberu to Pachidu Bandara. Here's Waingani Sao. Here it is again for Venura Kodagoda. Playing under advantage. Akash Madhushankar makes a good tackle. Madhuranga to Murshid Zubair. And now Ruberu asks for it. Ruberu still going. He knows the advantage is coming, but Tirina Bandara with an important tackle. And what a defensive set from Tirina Bandara by himself there. Taken quickly by Murshid Zubair. Still going. Nice to find the offload. Does sensibly to hold on. And now Kandy desperately need to regroup. Oh, and that's a superb bit of work from Tarindu Chaturanga once again over the ball. Tirina Bandara take a bow, mate. That first 2 minutes of the second half defense belonged entirely to him.
Yes, brilliant fringe defense by Bandara. And it's Silese, I think, who got his hands on the ball. Just wondering, Shanaga, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Was there a bit of rush of blood by Zubair Dore so early in that second half? Could they have gone for points?
Well, he did take a pretty significant knock to the head just before half-time, Abdullah, so I wonder if that might have impaired his decision-making. Because usually he does make the right decision, and 3 points in a close, tightly contested game like this, especially now with the rain coming down,
Let me know when
might have been invaluable. As here's another important substitution. Pathum Vijayasinghe goes off. And Charles Praveen comes on to bolster that front row, the experienced Charles Praveen. Tirina Bandara, and that time there's a contest. There's a contest, and Abdul Ahmed has done well to win his team a scrum.
What a revelation he's been for CRNFC this season. Just out of school. It's been brilliant, and also Shanik has carried a big load, isn't he? Because he's the sole line-out jumper of this CRNFC team. And in offense and even in defense, he's just played a huge part, not to mention the game he has had in the loose as well.
And his hands as well early on.
Set.
This is a big scrum for Kandy. They will need to put some pressure
And
on
use
to
it.
Omarka Gunaratne. It's Lasindu Vishan who runs straight into Akash Madhushankar, who bumps off that tackle. Tarindu Chaturanga again creating havoc at that breakdown. Omar Kagunaratne.
Let go, you're off your feet.
If you can hear the collisions on your TV screens, you can imagine
your feet
the
now, you're off your
intensity.
feet.
It's been knocked forward in the wet. Senora Pereira gets up looking a bit dejected, but Kandy once again have survived.
Slight drizzle has come over CRNFC. Just interesting to see how teams will be adapting to a wet, greasy ball.
Crouch!
As you can see on your screens,
Bind!
the rain is picking up.
Set!
It's one of those drizzles that's just enough to spoil the handling, isn't it? Zumri hasn't had an opportunity to show what he can do in attack. He's been pretty much under pressure since he came on for Srinath Surya Bandara. Beautiful tackle once again by Tarindu Chaturanga. How did he manage to get up there to make that hit?
3, 2, 1, use!
Zumri leaves it behind and it dribbles into touch. It's been knocked on and gone into touch, so Sia will have an option. We talk about Tom Christie, don't we, Abdullah? Captain of the Canterbury side that won the North NPC Championship and long-time Crusaders number 7. But we talk about him because the world hasn't seen enough of Tarindu Chaturanga.
Here's the scrum.
He is absolutely stunning in his work rate. The captain leading from the front. And I think the scoreboard only shows a 2-point deficit because of the kind of work that he and Tirina Bandara have put in. Nalan Premnath comes on in the number 26 jersey as Sia also empty their bench with Navin Marasinghe coming on along with NSC Waingani Sao. So Sia at their full strength in the forwards at the moment.
Set! Stay. Use now!
Zubair. Nice work from Tenukanane Akkara. It's an odd ball for Chamod Mutunayaka to take. Mutunayaka runs straight into Akash Madhushankar. Step left, goes right. And Essie to the 5-meter line. Harsha Madhuranga missed an open short side. Venura Kodagoda. Kodagoda. This is the intensity of the breakdown battle that we've been witnessing all this time. Referee getting a call from his assistant on the far side. Offside is the call. Surely they've got to take the points, Abdullah.
They've got to. But don't think they are.
Well, it's been quite noisy. They haven't been able to hear us. As NAC goes through and it's a penalty. Oh, it's a try. NAC Waingani Bao. When you can do that, why take 3? That's what he's paid the big bucks for, relatively.
Yes, we're talking about the fresh legs coming onto the park, Shanaka. No bigger role this man is going to have to play.
You can see that he reached out once it hit the floor, and the rules allow that reach out. Tarindu Chaturanga seemed to be imploring the referee to check for a double movement, but very clearly there wasn't one there. As NSC scores the second commercial bank try for CR. 3 tacklers. None of them had great technique there though. And it was Douglas Harvey that allowed NSC to slide under him to score that try.
Yes, just the body position was absolutely brilliant, and the big unit that he is, it's always going to be very difficult to stop him from that kind of position.
Use it!
Madhuranga.
3, 2.
That's a really good kick from Madhuranga, and Douglas Harvey has shown that he's not very happy under the high ball.
Harsha Madhuranga's base kicking for this season has been brilliant, isn't it, Shanaga? Just gets the correct height and the correct distance. Mara Singh was the one who, or rather Ahmed was the one who was putting pressure. And surprisingly, Haveri, not for the first time, not collecting that high ball cleanly.
Excellent kick from Harsha Madhuranga. Contestable kicks are what all coaches want, and that certainly was contestable.
Set! Yes!
Inesi goes off the back. Chaturanga drops him, but
Stop,
not before
stop.
he's made the pass.
Onside now.
That's a lovely kick from Murshid Zubair, forcing Shahid Zumri into that corner, and the youngster has only one option but to get it away quickly.
So once again, wonderful bit of vision by Dore. It's interesting how Sia held that ball up as much as they did, forcing Ekanaika to come up, leaving Zumri a lot of ground to cover. And just the angle of the kick was always going to be very difficult for Zumri to gain much distance.
6, come on. It's 6, it's 6.
Chemod Muthunaika hasn't had too much to do, but the little that he's been called on to do, he's done well. As Venera Koda got with a crucial... As you were saying, Abdullah, when the opposition knows you're the only line-out option, it's a hell of a lot of pressure on you, because you know that all their jumpers are going to be coming to you. No contest in the line-out, so that outside shoulder ball wasn't a problem. Once is the call as NSC holds it at the back.
Okay, use it!
Waingani Sao now breaks off. Waingani Sao still going. Akash Madhushankar makes an important tackle. Here's the line moving. Oh, and Chemod Muthunaika. I was singing his praises just seconds ago, and despite it being a pretty good ball from Murshid Zubair, Muthunaika couldn't hold on.
Yes, well, regardless, that pass has been adjudicated as going forward, so it wouldn't have made much of a difference. But another missed opportunity, you'd have to say, for CRNFC. They have left out a lot of opportunities in this game. That ball just floated front. So it wouldn't have made much of a difference if Muthunaika had catched the ball.
Got to ask whether that should have gone through the hands. Senukananayakara pointed to the corner, and Zubair just flung the pass quickly under pressure. But there seemed to be a 3-on-1 overlap there that Sia may rue. Here's Madhushankar. They'll be wary of him after that 90-meter try that he set up for Dinal Ekanaika last week. And that's a really good clearance in the end.
Yes, well executed exit. Now going interesting to see how Coach Dusan Luke is going to lose his bench. He's got two of his bigger players on the field in SC and Marasinghe.
The more interesting question for me, Abdullah, is Chatura Seneviratne is on the sideline. Who does he come on for? Because both Ruberu having a look at that tackle again. Beautiful basketball work from Abdul Ahmed. A little bit of space opening up for Zubair, dragged to the floor. Once again, Tilina Bandara.
Use it!
Numbers 5 and 6 have made so many tackles, I've lost count. That's him again, Tarindu Chaturanga, cutting down Sia behind the gain line. Achit Radishan goes to ground, and NAC clears out at the ruck. And yes, clear out at the ruck wasn't legal. He's made a croc roll, I think, is what the adjudication was. Here's Radishan, goes into the tackle. And Nalan Premnath trying to go over the ball, but yes, it looks like it is definitely a croc roll there from NAC Waingani Sau. Well spotted by referee Fairborn.
And Hirosha Sampath has once again missed touch. It's real concern for Kandy. Now Madhuranga, no doubt, go to his trusted boot once again. Another well-weighted kick. And this time it's Bonek Udangamoa who has knocked it on. Pressure does seem to be getting to Kandy at this moment, isn't it, Shanka?
Certainly does. And for the first time really this season since that Nittavala win, Sia have not taken their foot off the gas, Abdullah. They've kept the intensity on right through the game. But Kapila Silva and Fazil Marija will know that they have another opportunity. Even if this match doesn't go their way, but there's plenty of rugby still to be played. Buonekudanga seeing those red jerseys flying up in his eye line. Who are you going to bring on Chatura for, Abdullah?
I think most likely it'll be Ruberu, isn't it, Shanaka? That's been the way they have gone.
Madhuranga now to Ruberu, to Tenuka, who sits Akash Madhushanka down. He's really improved in his strength, Tenuka Nanayakkara, this season. Passing to Bandara, playing a bit of football, and Marasinghe finally gets the ball. Left it behind, and here's NAC. Really good work from Atit Rajishan here. Good run from the second row. Restored to the starting lineup in the absence of Shenal Adhikaram. Lovely hands from Tenuka Nanayakkara. Makes it available, and it's quick ball for Harsha Madhuranga. They will love this one. Big bump up by Charit Silva into the 22. Marasinghe waits. Kodagoda, it's slow ball now. Kandy's defense is set, so they'll want to spin it wide. Kushan Tarindu. It's a long ball to Mutunayaka. Mutunayaka cutting back infield. Staying on his feet. Isolated. And yes, once again, Tarindu Chaturanga is the man over the ball.
Well, the Kandy skipper has led from the front, isn't it, Shanak? I just don't think you can fault his defensive effort. He's led from the front. He's made some big tackles. He's poached whenever he has got the opportunity. And once again, I'm wondering whether CR are guilty. We'll come back to that. Once again, Kandy have missed touch. Tarindu Chaturanga making a run as if no one was in front of him.
Kushan Tarindu with a lovely little mazy run there. And Kushan Tarindu Tarindu Chaturanga once again. Copybook tackle technique, and passing to Bandara just can't hold on. Once again, you have to say it should probably be 30 points to 5, Abdullah, but it's 14 points to 5 purely because of Tilina Bandara and Tarindu Chaturanga, who have been absolutely superb.
Yes, Shanaga, cannot agree with you more. While Sia do have a lead, I think probably be yet a bit disappointed that that margin is not wider. Have a look at the replay once again. A no-look pass, not finding its mark by Nane Akara. But this tactic of Sia just trying to play the end-to-end game, Shanaga, just seems to be bearing fruit now a little bit. You can see some of the Kandy players, hands on knees, taking the breaths in. And as we approach the final quarter, I think be interesting to see whether Sia will be able to reap the benefits of the tactics they've employed thus far.
Absolutely, Abdullah. And also, it's taken the Kandy attackers out of the game. Dinal Ekanayaka and Gayan Perera on either side. We haven't really seen them with attacking ball in their hand too much. That's largely due to the pressure at the breakdown, but also due to the fact that CRNFC are engaging them early doors, keeping them on the floor, and not allowing them to get back into the game in positions where they can be dangerous. So it has been tactically quite a good hit out for this CR team. But on the other hand, what this allows is Fazil Marija and his team 1 week's time to find a solution.
That's right, Shanaga, but you've got to remember, you have 20 minutes to go. A lot can happen in that time, and we know the threats Kandy have out wide. They do get some good quality ball and get a bit of space. Never know what they can execute.
Well, Harsha Madhuranga's boot, which has been causing a lot of trouble to Kandy, is now off the field. And what can Vinuda Amaneth bring to the line speed? Jansen. Ekanayaka now. We're just saying we haven't seen him with ball in hand, and he makes a 10-meter run. Here's Kamindu Perera injecting himself into the game. They desperately need the former skipper to come back in. Quick ball. Here's Ali. So called because of the town he hails from. He's captaining Kandy but hails from Ahaliagoda, where they will be watching him with immense pride. Buaneka and Javia with the slung out ball to the right. And the kick is not a great one, and Murshid Zubair will slow the game down.
So once again, not quite sure that was the correct option.
Nice try there.
But you just probably feel Kandy were running out of options on that occasion, so forcing to go to the boot. And what a big game this man has, and he's been a real revelation for CRNFC since he's moved to that fly half position, isn't he, Shanaga?
Always felt that was his best position, Abdullah. He did really well at fullback also in that tournament that CR won a couple of years ago. But he's such a good decision maker, such a good spotter of space. And most importantly, Abdullah, in that number 10 position, he's very unselfish. He's a guy who manages to get others into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And also I think the presence of Harsha Madhuranga has helped as well. He's been given some good ball, some good quick ball, and he's thrived on it from then on.
Nalan Premnath, not your number one choice. Kandy have found some momentum, but going towards the touchline.
Go, get off, get off, get off!
Mara Singha's rush of blood. How badly will that affect CRNFC? It's going to be a card for sure.
Beyond the horizontal, the landing is on the shoulder. Should we check it? Yeah, okay. Dilroy, we just want to check where the landing was. Dilroy, TMO check that tackle. I just want to see where the landing was. He's gone through the horizontal. For me, it landed on the shoulder. I just want to make sure it wasn't the head.
Camera angle 1, please. Angle 1. Lifting.
And the landing is on the shoulder. Yeah. Okay, so the landing's clear. Shoulder.
Do you want to have a look at it again?
Yeah. It's this guy.
That's a different angle. Yeah, the player lands on his elbow, so low degree of danger. You may stick with on-field decision of yellow card.
Yeah. Okay, and number 12 red, correct?
Yes, yellow.
Yeah. It's 22.
Just prevented from. I think it was Charles.
You've lifted him the other horizontal, landings on the shoulder. Okay, off you go.
Navin Marasinghe's face looked very anxious. But it was a daft thing to do, wasn't it, Abdullah? You just cannot condemn stuff like that enough, especially if you're in the coaching box.
Absolutely. And the unfortunate thing is he did the hard work.
Substitution.
He did the hard work in getting himself in that position to make that tackle, but he needed to drive through rather than lift out. And because of that, he has paid the price, and the Kandy supporters have found their voice.
Kandy absolutely have to score here. Nalan Premnath driving towards the try line. Still going. Kandy's driving maul. Goes to ground. And it's another penalty advantage. Collapsing is the call, and a 7-man CR pack just didn't have what it took. And that's 2 yellows for CR. 2 really important characters of Lasindu Ishan and Navin Marasinghe. Is this where the game changes? We talked about the final quarter, and that's exactly where we are now.
Once Kandy got a bit of momentum, there was no stopping them, and the only way CR could have stopped it was illegally. And now, for the next 10 minutes or so, CR will need to manage with 13 players. Is this the opening that Kandy needed?
I think referee Fairbairn got that spot on. Kandy over the line. Javier gets there. And it's a try. Douglas Javier gets his brace. In fact, it's Buaneka Udangamua who scores. And Kandy are within 4 points of a 13-man team.
Yeah, well, 8 against 6 was never going to match up, and from the time they got clean line-out ball, I just think that yet not enough Kandy forwards making an effort there, isn't it? Abdul Ahmad and Vendra Koda were far too behind to make an impact, and once Kandy got a bit of momentum, there was no stopping that driving maul. The game has come alive, Shanaka.
30 seconds on the kick.
Hirusha Sampath with a really important kick. Hasn't been his day today, either out of hand or off the tee. Kandy supporters will hang their heads, but only momentarily, because they are within a score again. And with 13 men on the park, CR will have a mountain to climb.
Crucial 8 minutes or so is it in the context of the game. CRNFC down to 13 players. Will Kandy make it count?
Here it is from Heshan Jansen to Hirusha Sampath. A long ball and well fielded by Thenu Kananiakkara. They think about running it back, but instead opt for territory. Jansen will mark this one.
Where you are, where you are.
And now Kandy don't need to do anything silly, Abdullah. Just get into the right half of the pitch and exploit the two-man overlap. Jansen. Wasn't a penalty, so Sia will have the put in.
But it just shows, Shanaga, that if you don't take those opportunities when it presents itself, and against a team like Kandy, you keep them in the game, eventually they've got the ability to make it count. And now CRNFC, an uphill task to just manage the next 7 minutes or so.
Chatura Soiza is on, and Sia have somehow managed to snaffle that one. And they see Wainganisao. Chatura, Karindu Chaturanga again with the first intervention.
Yes.
Vinudha Amanet looking to add some space into the attack. Senura.
Is it 9?
Vinudha Amanet now again for Chatura Seniviratna. Keeps it alive. Passing to Bandara, runs it out of trouble. Runs straight into the tackle of Dinale Kanayaka. And it's a penalty. Sia's arriving players leaving their feet. And that's a good call by referee James Fairbairn. This is where Sia will allow Sri Lanka to decide whether they have the championship medal.
I can see the pressure just getting to CRNFC as well. This time Hirusha Sampath makes no mistake with the touch finder. And I dare say, Shanaga, Sia's ball defense is going to be severely tested. I think it's the moment now where Sia really need to tighten up, isn't it? Just got to be smart in how they operate, play the game in the correct part of the field, and just run the cock down as much as possible.
Kandy have found what works. There's no reason for them to change that tactic. Chatura Soiza will be the target. In fact, Nalan Premnath is the target. Buanega Udangamua. Turning the clock back 10 years. Kandy supporters on their feet. Sia's defenders on their backsides. Jansen with the quick ball. Premnath. Really quick ball for Kavindu. Kavindu stepping in. Jansen thinks about it. Does well to keep it available for his team. Zumri goes in. Zumri finding the kick. Gives it to Nalan Premnath. Ooh, I thought that was lucky. Thought that was lucky. Has it been scored? Shahid Zumri's taken it quickly. And it looks like the try will stand. Well, there will be questions asked as to where he took that
time off.
Tap from.
Time's off.
CRNFC really under the pump here, isn't it, Shanaga? You give a quality team like Kandy an opening, and they will take it. And for the first time in this game, Kandy Sports Club find themselves ahead. And CRNFC will yet have about 5 minutes or so to manage with a two-player deficit.
You got 30 seconds.
Well, a draw will certainly work for Kandy. They won't care about that. They just don't want a loss. And Hirusha Sampath overcompensates. 12 minutes left in this game. What an absolute arm wrestle it's been. Sia caught on their heels by the electric Shahid Zumri. Spotting the gap just like Srinath Surya Bandara did a few moments ago on his own goal line. And this time 95 meters up the field, Shahid Zumri spots the gap. Akash Madhushankar brilliantly gets away from one. Now Kandy with their tails up. Dinale Kanayaka. Praveen. Zumri. Beautiful kick from Shahid Zumri. But Sia will have the ball.
So they've just got to be a bit smart now, Sia, how they handle this. Just need to keep it tight, run the clock down as much as possible. 1 point game, Shanaga, as we enter the final 10 minutes. What a rib bruising affair it's been.
This man has stood between Sia and the try line on several occasions. Fazil Marija on his feet. That's not a place we see him too often.
Time is still off. Time is still off. Time back on.
Abdul Ahmed. Brilliant work from him at the line out. Chatura Seniviratna puts a huge up and under in. Hirusha Sampat takes it bravely. And once again, Chatura Seniviratna will think about it and run straight into the tackle of Hirusha. Jaya now in the wrong half of the pitch.
Outside.
Chatura again with the big thump. And Shahid Zumri takes this one cleanly. He will look to string this ball along, and is this going to find the 22? Murshid Zubair does well to get away from one, but Dinale Kanayaka with a wonderful chase. Kushan Tarindu does well to get back, and my goodness, Murshid Zubair did well.
Sierra not out of the woods as yet.
Yes.
Seniviratna will hook it into touch. We spoke about opportunities, didn't we, Abdullah? We spoke about the fact that Shahid Zumri now finally has an opportunity to show that he has arrived on this club stage. And boy, hasn't he taken that opportunity with both hands today.
Yes, and he had to, isn't it, replacing such a big player as Srinath Surya Bandara. But from Sia's point of view, they've got their two players who were lost to the bench. Skipper Karuna Tilak and Mara Singh have come back. And it's 15 on 15 with about 8 minutes to go.
8 minutes left, 15 players each. 1 point stands between Nittavala and Longden Place. That's a good win for CR in the line out. And Murshid Zubair will gratefully thump this one all the way down to the halfway line.
And not for the first time, Ravinda Anjula stealing the ball from Kandy. Remember that brilliant steal he did up in interval in that first game. Coming off the bench, read it brilliantly. Wouldn't probably appreciate that big tap back, but fortunately falling right into the hands of Vidun Amaneth.
Lasindu Vishan, can he do for Sia what Tarindu Chaturanga has done so well for the last 72 minutes? Can he lead from the front? Can he inspire that team? It's a slow bouncing ball.
Charge down's good. Charge down's good.
Charge down is good, and Anisi Wangani Sao will pounce on the loose ball. Vinud Amaneth now for Murshid Zubair. wants to play the game in or around Kandy's 22.
It's really interesting, Shanaka. Both these teams probably have one prime line or jumper, isn't it? It's a bit surprising that both of them haven't been able to figure that out each other and probably mark the opposite line out jumper. Marasinger with the charge down.
It's a tight legs up, Bella. It's very difficult to keep jumping as much as you would like to. I'm sure everyone would like to compete in every lineup, but it's just too taxing on the legs. That time it's well done by Nalan Premnath and Heshan Jansen. They give it to Douglas Havea, who has nowhere to go that time against the full complement of Sia's forwards. Hirusha Sampath gets it away beautifully under pressure. Really a brilliant kick from Hirusha Sampath.
This is where you want your key decision makers to stand up. And so far, Shahid Zumri and Hirusha Sampath in this second half have definitely upped their game and have got Kandy in the correct places territorially, isn't it? Which didn't happen in that first half.
Absolutely. Abdullah, they really have combined well, the two youngsters. And Kandy's fans can breathe a sigh of relief.
Play on.
Play on is the call as Vinod Amanat gives this ball to Murshid Zubair. Zubair enters the Lions' den. Scored a brilliant try against CH last week through the entire set of forwards. They'll need a little bit more than that from him today. Chatra Seneviratne. Here's Pasindu.
On the ball.
Lovely run from Navin Marasinger. Took that ball well. But Kandy's defense has also drifted well. Jaya will need to make this one available, and he does. Vinod Amanat thinks and thinks again. Finds his captain. Breaks the tackle of Havea. Does Lasindu Ishan. Breaks another couple of tackles as well. And now it's available for Inesi Wainganisau. That's a good tackle from Tarindu Chaturanga. That definitely was a wrap. Navin Marasinger gets through a half gap. Vinod Amanat to Venura Kodagoda. It's slow ball for Inesi Wainganisau. Here's Ajit Radishan. Another standout performer with the ball in hand today for Sia. Murshid Zubair. Taken by Lasindu Ishan. That was a bit of a comedy of errors, but the ball is still available for the red shirts.
Varnich over for the knock-on.
Inesi
No.
still taking it. Here's Venura Kodagoda. He's isolated.
You're filthy!
Off feet is the call. Charles Praveen
Goes on the floor.
knew what he did.
Got to stay up.
There's only one decision that is the correct decision from a CR point of view today. Tarindu Chaturanga asks how long is left, and the answer is long enough to win this game.
It all boiled down to what Tenuka Nanayakara wants to do.
The bigger question for me, Abdullah, is who takes the kick? Tenuka,
We okay here?
Chaturanga, Tenuka's been kicking and he's been kicking well, but he's been doing a lot of running as well. He's been on the pitch for 77 minutes. Do you give it to the fresh legs? Do you give it to the guy who can kick it into the swimming pool?
You've got a minute on the...
Yes, but it looks like it's going to be Seneviratne.
Oh, yes. Shot is called. You're right there.
Has there been a change? It looks like Nanayakara has stepped up.
45 seconds.
Yes, it is Tenuka who's kicking. That's a sensible call, I think, Abdullah. He knows how this ball is feeling. And the kick is through. 17 plays 15, but it's not over yet. It's certainly not over yet. If we know anything about this Kandy team, they will hang on by their fingernails. If they follow their captain's example, they will not give up. The kick is in the air. It's gone backwards. Charles Praveen, who gave away the penalty, will be desperate.
Stay there, Red.
Akash Madhushankar.
On the ball for me, on the ball.
Has worked hard today. Jansen now. Sia have to defend with all their might. Over the ball is Marasinghe, but too late. Kandy have one final go. Charles Praveen puts his head down. Zumri, Madhushankar, Hirusha Sampath, Dinal Ekanayaka, dragged to the floor.
Yes!
Does well to make it available. Jansen.
No.
Don't want your big props handling too much in this situation. Kavindu Pereira, it's not a great ball to Gayan Pereira.
Advantage, high tackle. You're under advantage.
That's a high tackle. Still going. Kandy know they have the advantage. They can chance their arm here. Akash. Nothing happening, so they will come back. It's out of range for Hirusha Sampath. But that driving maul has worked so well for them.
But you got to keep in mind, Shanaka, it had worked when Sia were down to 6 players. It's now 8 on 8. But yet, the confidence that Kandy 8 will have with their driving line out, don't think they will have much of an option. It's way out of Hirusha Sampath's range, so they will go for touch.
He's found touch just outside the 22.
Yeah, it's the last play.
Rabidu Anjula, does he come into play again? That's the high tackle. That was Anjula himself who got his arm around Gayan Pereira's collar there. Looks like one of the Sia players just trying to milk a little bit of time there. Referee's got to get him off or got to get him playing.
Well, this could very well be the final play of the game. Will Anjula be able to pull out another rabbit out of the hat like he did up in Nitawala?
This game is at a knife edge. Absolute knife edge. Rabidu Anjula. They've just got to kick the ball out to Sia. Kushan Tarindu. And that's the game. 17 plays 15. And the grand final comes to Longden Place.
And guess what, Shanaka? They will go at it again and have to do it once again next week right here at Longden Place.
Well, you've got your money's worth from this Maliban Rugby League 2025-26. The Kandy fans will travel down to Colombo. Fazil Maricha will go up to Kandy and decide what are we going to do to beat this tactic of CRNFC. Tarindu Chaturanga will go back up and think, how many more tackles do I have to make? It doesn't matter because I will make as many as need to be made.
Yes, well, let's just take a minute to talk about Tarindu Chaturanga. I think a huge pat on the back. Does he deserve his name? Because we've seen on social media a lot of people have been calling out and questioning his leadership, which I think was absolutely unfair. But unfortunately, just coming out short today. But Kandy, they will have another bite of the cherry next week when they return here to Longden Place. But it just shows what it means to host that grand final. Both teams just throwing everything at it, and eventually CRNFC just prevailing.
Well, Kandy were very much opposed to a grand final, but because of the grand final, they now have another chance to lift the league championship. This man will have plenty to do on the drawing board when he gets back. But his team did him proud today. It was a difficult game, it was a difficult set of circumstances. And this man, the commentary team is no longer in charge of picking the man of the match. But in a 2-point game, I would certainly have picked him nevertheless. See what the national selectors think. But my goodness, what a game. This Maliban Rugby League has not disappointed. And it has been an absolute pleasure to call a game like this. What a stunning performance. And Ravindu Anjula gave away the penalty and came back to save his team with a copycat rather of that steal up in Nithavala. Abdul Ahmed did brilliantly and he came on, continued the good work.
That's the man once again doing it for CRNFC. A line-out steal when it mattered the most. You can see what it means to the skipper as well as the forwards coach, Sawyer Anthony. But Shanaga will have to recover, recuperate and come back here at the Ceylonese Rugby Football Club next week and do it all over again.
Well, it's going to be a long week for these teams. They will certainly have to go up and recover from those really tired legs. Outstanding work. Lasindu Ishan is happy now, but his yellow card didn't help the cause. Navin Marasinghe's rush of blood to the head allowed Kandy back into the game. And Ishan Noor will smile now as part of the CRNFC Rugby Committee, but his heart would have been in his mouth. And the Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match, chosen by the national selectors, is Murshid Zubair, and he will collect his trophy.
Well, Shanaga, the scenes here are reminiscent as if Sia has won the league and Kandy hasn't, but just everyone will need to probably take a breath back, step back and just realize that there is still everything to play for. But CRNFC will go into that final with a distinct advantage of not just hosting the final, but having won this game as well, isn't it? And that will probably give them a lot of confidence going into the final. And another crucial aspect could be the fitness of Srinath Surya Bandara.
Yes, certainly. There's no doubt that they missed him in the last 50 minutes or so of that game. What would have happened if Srinath Surya Bandara was there? But to take nothing away also from the brilliant game that Shahid Zumri has had, I think probably his best game in Kandy colours for the moment. And he came on, made some enormously important kicks, found some great touch, and also scored the try that took Kandy into the lead. But unfortunately for him, it was just not enough. Kapila Silva telling his lads that they'll be back again and they'll have a second chance. And this is what it is, isn't it, Abdullah? You've played in the Bradby, albeit a fair while ago, but having a second chance is always a good thing in rugby.
Yeah, that's right. And they start Nilol, Shanaga, next week. So that will probably what the coaching staff and the management will probably drill into Kandy Sports Club. Probably got a bit of a sneak peek on how Sia wants to play the game. And they will adjust accordingly, I'm sure, come next week.
Murshid Zubair getting his Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the game from Ismailisha Fernando, head of mergers and acquisitions for Maliban. Dore will be pretty happy, but I think he's a little bit too tired even to smile at the moment.
Yes, well, he had that moment where he just looked as if his knee had given way, but thankfully he's stood up and really performed well. And what a revelation he's been for Kandy in that pivot position.
Here the highlights of the second half. Started off well for CRNFC with NSC Wainganisau, who came off the bench. scoring the first try. Tenuka Nanayakkara converted. And then the driving maul started working for an 8-man Kandy scrum against a 6-man Kandy forward pack, CR forward pack rather. And then really quick thinking from Shahid Zumri, and you can see two players, Abdul Ahmed and Manil Guruberu, suffering from cramp. And it was a final conversion of the penalty by Tenuka Nanayakkara that took CRNFC 2 points ahead, 17 points to 15 after being down 15-14 in the final 10 minutes of this game. 3 tries to Kandy, so they've outscored their winners. And they've got the losing bonus point. No 4-try bonus as we predicted at half-time. And just that penalty goal from Tenuka Nanayakkara being the difference. Zubair Dore judged our perfect player of the match, but if we had our way, that man on the right of our screen, Tarindu Chaturanga, for that heroic defensive performance, would have been right up there as well. But that brings us to the end of the final super round match of this Maliban Rugby League. And we set up the grand final. The grand final between exactly these two teams. Whatever happens tomorrow between CH and Havelocks will have no bearing on the grand final. And Longdon Place will be all agog. Kandy fans will have to book their train tickets, will have to book their bus tickets because they'll be back again. And CHNFC will take on Havelocks to battle for pride. Who finishes in 3rd place will be decided tomorrow between these two teams. Well, we're out of breath here. It's been what a game it really has been. A dress rehearsal for the grand final. We'll see you in a week's time with that, of course. But it has been a stunning match. A match to really cap off what has been this league season so far leading up to the grand final. And Kandy, even though they finish in 2nd place at the end of the league stages of this, they have a chance to still retain their rugby league crown when they come back to Longdon Place next week. We'll be back, as will they, at the Ceylonese Rugby and Football Club with the inaugural grand final of the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. From Abdullah Yusuf, myself and the rest of this Papare production team that has worked so hard to bring these pictures to you, we'll be back in a few days' time.
Sophistication, cutting-edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Finish with smooth legs for a perfect fit.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Vantage for the modern professional.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
It's the end again.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සරසා පිළිවන්සල එලි කළා
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් පෑයක අසිරිය.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
Pay with your phone. Pay with your smartwatch. For the first time in Sri Lanka, pay easy with GPay and Commercial Bank.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසමසම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll off.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව the Papare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.